Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Donkey Business. We all have had a very tough year. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a very tough dramatic year. Start this year with a few comedy movies and shows that I have binged watched throughout the week and I really love them. I highly recommend it. They are not like your Hollywood rom-coms that you have been watching all the time. But they are hilarious, they are from around the globe and I am very excited to introduce these movies and shows to you guys. The first one is called El Encargado, aka The Boss, which is a hilarious show from Argentina. So the show is about this friendly building super called Eliseo. The guy who fixes leaky faucets and remembers your cat's birthday suddenly turns into, El Cafe. He's got the keys to every secret, knows all the juicy gossip, and isn't afraid to use it against you. So Eliseo is a manager of a super fancy building and he comes to know that he could lose his job over building a swimming pool which is on the terrace. That's where he resides. So either he needs to move out or the swimming pool does not need to come in. So there's going to be a vote among all the members. Now his mission is to get all the members on his side. So he's sweet to the people, he's sweet, talks to everyone, makes things work for him. But then people who are against him, he starts trying to know what is going on in their life, tries to use it against them, and it's super nice, very hilarious, very chill. I liked watching it. I was not the biggest fan of the ending. I think they could go a little more crazy for it. The actors have done a great job and I highly recommend it to you. The second show that I want to recommend to you is called Fisk, which is from Australia and is available on Netflix. It only has one season for now, I think, and is a very cool show again. It's about a high-flying lawyer who is used to million-dollar deals and being around really cool people, having fancy cocktails and doing some very cool job. Then life throws a curveball and she suddenly is in a dingy suburban law firm dealing with wills, probate and a wobbly office furniture which is not her vibe at all. Our leading lady is Helen Tudor Fisk, played by the brilliant Kitty Flanagan. Helen's used to be the high life, but she rolls with the punches with hilarious aplomb. From her clashes with the eccentric staff to her attempts to navigate the bizarre world of wills and people, and also a husband and how things are not getting along with him. But Fisk isn't just a one-woman show. The supporting cast is a motley crew of misfits who are just as funny as they are also dysfunctional. It's a very fresh show. I really enjoyed watching it. It's available on Netflix. So one of the weekends when you're free and want to watch something mindless, this is the show for you. The third one that I want to recommend is actually a movie. It's called The Big Sick and is available on Amazon Prime. It's about Kumail, who is a Pakistani comic, and he is struggling and going through a lot. As he wants to make it big in the industry, he falls in love with a girl, and Emily, who he falls in love with and wants to marry, is a psychology grad student. But when you think that you've got this rom-com figured out, you realize that Emily falls into a coma. Emily's parents are not subtle about the situation and the situationship that their daughter is in with this Kumail, but through the chaos something beautiful emerges. Real talk, real connection, side-splitting laughs, that's all that you would wish for, and I think that that's what makes this movie a very sweet, fun movie to watch, especially if you're watching it with your family. It's so relatable. The Big Sick isn't just a rom-com, it's a cultural crossroads where laughter meets love, tears meet tradition, and everything else. The next show that I want to recommend is also one season available on Netflix called Dirty Lines. Imagine Amsterdam in the 1980s. Enter Marley, a bright-eyed psychology student who stumbles into the world of Europe's first ever erotic telephone line. Forget boring textbook. Marley's new classroom is a dimly lit room with a headset and a whole lot of forbidden desires. Dirty Lines is a wild ride through a world where phone sex is the hottest new trend and morality takes a backseat to pleasure. There's talking steamy conversations, clashing family values, and a whole lot of "can you believe he just said that?" moment. Dirty Lines delves into the changing landscape of Dutch society, business, evolution, exploring themes of feminism, sexual liberation, and the power of technology to shake things up. And the acting is amazing. I think everybody has done an amazing job. The cinematography is great. I love the color correction as well, and it was just a really nice show to watch in general. I learned a lot of new things, and I highly recommend it. The last one on my list is also a show that I watched on Netflix. It's called The Politician, which is very young and fresh. Imagine a show like Gossip Girl again with House of Cards and mix that. Isn't that quirky and fun? A well-written show, and you've got a glimpse into the world of Peyton Hobart, a wealthy high school senior whose ambition is to become the president of the United States. And obviously, because he's in such a school, his first step is to become the president of his school, but he has too many hurdles in the middle. The supporting cast is just as deliciously dysfunctional, from the scheming vice president with a thirst for revenge to the social media influencer running mate who can barely spell democracy. The Politician is not just an American political satire. It is a dark comedy that tackles issues like grief, family secrets, and the pressure of success. Underneath all the campaign chaos, we see Peyton grappling with his own vulnerability and questioning the cost of political Hunger Games. I really enjoyed watching it. It is very subtle but very in your face as well. It is something new, something fresh, something young. The writing was very nice, and I highly recommend it. It's available on Netflix. I think it has 1 or 2 seasons again, not very long. And let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And also tell me the best, funniest movie or show you watched this year. I will definitely add it to my list.